The runway isn't just about showing fashion, it's about gaining confidence. And I really believe that once you've got your confidence, you can wear anything, you can do anything. As women gain weight, they start judging themselves. But who cares? Embrace what you have. Say, "Belly, you might be poking out today, but I'm going to choose to love you and nurture you." This confidence is not something that happens overnight. I have been working on it for a long time. I look in the mirror and do affirmations. You are bold. You are brilliant. You are beautiful. If my lower pooch is really popping out that day, I look at it and say, "Pooch, you are cute." To some, I'm too curvy. To others, I'm too tall, too busty, too loud, and, now, too small, too much, but at the same time not enough. Too fat, too thin, too loud, too quiet. I was never going to fit the standards others created for me. Instead of complying, I protested. I tried every diet, from living on cabbage soup to fasting to Weight Watchers, and then came the frozen meals and the shakes. I realized that the more I took care of my body, eating what was good for me, then I felt happy and whole. I used to be bound by people who placed limits on what they thought I could do. Through that, I learned that if you want something, you have to be the one to go out and do it. If you don't ask for something, you're not going to get it. I think that when you use the word plus size, you're putting all these women in a category. You don't eat well. You don't work out. You could care less about your body. You're insecure. You have no confidence. I don't like to use the words real women, honestly. I like to use the word woman. And I say that because there are so many women out there who are naturally thin or are naturally curvy, and I think when we start putting a label on the type of woman, it gets misconstrued and starts to offend people. One thing my mother did is that she never looked in the mirror and said, "I'm so fat," or, "I'm so ugly. I need to go on a diet." Projecting that onto yourself is only going to make your daughter or son think that of themselves. Because they're a product of you. As hard as it is, owning who you are and knowing what you want is the only sure path to affirmation. I want women to know they can get out of any situation if they return to their core source of strength, themselves. I think women think I'm inspirational because I'm unapologetic. I have cellulite. I have back fat. I've got a thick stomach. But I work my body like I don't because I don't know any other body. I don't know how to feel thin. I just know how to feel like Ashley. My mom is the most positive person. She has always had a smile on her face no matter what came her way. After seeing that, I'm not going to let a little cellulite get in the way of my happiness. I'm a woman of faith. And I really believe that if I say, "God, this is what I want," He says, "I'll give you your desires, as long as they line up with my will." The biggest misconception is that the purpose of going to the gym is to change your body. We should be working out to be healthy. I put myself out there, trying to prove that beauty is beyond size. It was risky, sure, but what I risked in terms of personal pride was nothing in comparison to what I was rewarded in terms of personal fulfillment. Words have power. The things that you say to yourself as a parent, the things that you say maybe even just one time to your children, they take it, and they take it into their real world and into their life and beyond. I always say, be anxious for nothing, because if this is my social media, if this is a platform for me to really get the word out and get my brand out, then why am I gonna be anxious about it? I had to realize that if I didn't really love who I was, and if I couldn't appreciate this, my body, as my moneymaker, then I wasn't going to make any money. There are reasons to set boundaries for yourself, but there are also reasons to keep doors open. People want to know that there's someone else out there that looks like them. I have been so blessed not only to talk about things that I want to talk about in my industry, but also to have a platform, and people want to hear about it. The beauty of being a curvier girl is that we're all shaped so differently. I am just like any other woman, and I think I am the fattest woman alive, but it is really about how you handle your situation. Honestly, at the end of the day, what I want women to know is that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. And that it should not define who you are. There's something to be said about just being vulnerable. Every woman has gone through something in her life that has been an image issue, or it has been something where somebody told her she's not good enough. And every woman can relate to that. We can't create change until we recognize and check our own actions. Ashley Graham Irvin, born October 30, 1987. Graham is the oldest of three sisters. When she was in middle school, she and her family moved to Lincoln, Nebraska. She attended Scott Middle School from 1999 to 2002 and Lincoln Southwest High School from 2002 to 2005. As a youth, she was diagnosed with ADD and dyslexia. Graham is an American plus-sized model and television presenter. Graham made her debut on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2016. A year later, she published her first book, A New Model: What Confidence, Beauty, and Power Really Look Like, which contributes to her advocacy in the body positivity and inclusion movement. Graham was scouted in 2000 by the I&I agency while shopping at Oak View Mall in Omaha, Nebraska. Graham started modeling at the age of 12. In 2001, she signed with Wilhelmina Models after attending a model convention. In 2003, she switched to Ford Models. During her early career, she appeared in YM magazine. In April 2007, she was profiled by Sally Singer of Vogue magazine. She appeared on the October 2009 issue of Glamour editorial. These bodies are beautiful at every size, along with plus-size models Kate Dillon-Levin, Amy Lemons, Lizzie Miller, Crystal Wren, Jenny Runk and Anansa Sims. In 2010, Graham appeared in a controversial Lane Bryant TV commercial. The commercial received over 800,000 views on YouTube and was covered by news outlets such as The Huffington Post and The New York Post. On May 31, 2010, she appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno to address the controversy. She has modeled for such international designers as Prabal Gurung, Michael Kors, Love Mag, Dolce & Gabbana, H&M, Tommy Hilfiger, Rag & Bone, and Christian Siriano.